It's going to take me... I think I'm going to have to get a 339 number wherever we relocate because I'm just going to do that every time.
That's 810-259-9789. We're broadcasting live right here on 92.1 WFOV, Our Voices Radio. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be streaming live here probably next week, armchairathletesradio.com. We're excited about that. We're also broadcasting live our beautiful faces.
No, not yet.
Our beautiful faces are on YouTube Live. Look for us on 92.1 WFOV's channel. Also on the Armchair Athletes Facebook page, we are live. And feel free to leave some comments. We love the comments, even some of the off-color ones. Just want to let you know that the comments are not the property of Armchair Athletes. We have nothing to do with that.
We don't control what these people say. We just let them say it. And sometimes we probably shouldn't let them do that either.
And we shouldn't encourage that kind of behavior.
But we really shouldn't encourage our listeners, period. I don't know why we continue to do that.
We are talking sports today. If you want to chime in on anything that we've talked about.
Monday we'll be talking cooking.
And then we're going to be talking about jazz. I've been picking on jazz today. I don't know why. But if there's anything that you want to bring up,
leading up to
810-259-9789. We also talk about some off-the-wall stories. Basically, dumb criminals are some of our favorite ones. And Sean, I found one that I think you're really going to dig.
Oh? Yeah, really?
Well, just a headline alone.
Is it a Florida story?
No, it's not. A guy from Florida.
Aww.
World's worst criminal robs MMA gym, gets brutal dose of karma.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
Burbank, California. Man recently tested his luck at robbing a building full of people and who practice a blood sport as a hobby, and predictably failed spectacularly.
Shocking.
Yeah, the suspect walked into Defiant MMA and Fitness Studio around 9 p.m.
It's telling you it's Defiant from the... That's the name of it, Defiant? You still thought it'd be a good idea to rob that place? With a name like Defiant. I'm sorry, but...
He pulled a gun on employees and several customers. Luckily, instructor Jacob Powell was in striking distance and took control of the situation. And they post a picture, courtesy of Fox LA.
This guy is a bigger idiot than I thought, because I figured you got to be a pretty buff dude to go in and think you're going to do this. Dude,
97 pounds.
Yeah, this dude
wet.
weighs as much as one of my arms or something.
I don't know if you can see that. We're going to do that right there. I don't know if you can see that picture, but he got a beat down, and there's a couple of cops. He got
it good.
Yeah, the guy on the left, you can tell he's just smiling.
Yeah, that dude looks like he can't be more than 95 pounds soaking wet. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to rob a bunch of MMA fighters.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you, I heard that. I'm thinking, well, maybe he's an MMA fighter and he was casing the joint, and no, this guy was just dumb. Powell,
clearly,
he was just dumb. Powell was able to knock the gun from the suspect's hand and subsequently subdued him, quotation marks, him until police were able to arrive. He's quoted as saying,
subdued him, knocked him out, same difference, really.
Beat the hell out of him. He's quoted as saying, my instincts kicked in. I used my judo training to go ahead and subdue him and get the weapon away from him before the cops arrived. One of my guys here who was training called the police, and I just subdued him I just continued to subdue him until the police
just kept subduing him.
He got a big old dose of subduing.
Right. Subdued him right in the face that one time. Then right after that, I subdued him in the stomach. Then just kept subduing him.
I got this article from thechive.com, one of my favorite places to go when I'm just hanging out. It's just, from what you can tell, subdued seems like a pretty formal way of saying effed him up with some truth.
You might... Yeah, you might say that.
The suspect, who faces attempted armed robbery charges, had to be taken away in an ambulance to a hospital for his injuries. At that point...
He just kept tripping and falling repeatedly. I don't know what to tell you.
The police are like, it's not our fault this time. This is great.
No kidding.
I would love to get an interview with that guy. Can we find out who he is and get him on the program? Because what were you thinking? I mean,
he wasn't clearly.
I had a gun.
The kicker is it probably wasn't even a real gun.
And I see the orange tip on the front of it. This is just not right.
guy swore it was real. He sold it to me. I mean, granted, he was laughing as he ran away with my money, but
I thought it was cool that it had Optimus Prime on the side of it.
Granted, this thing looks awfully like see-through and only shot water when I tried to use it the first time. But I figured that was just like
I figured he just cleaned it.
Right. He just gave it a bath or something before he sold it to me. I don't know.
So there we go. We're leaving Florida alone for that story. That was in California. So again, that is my theory that vitamin D from sunshine is addicting and will mess you up. Have you seen the new Seattle Seahawks logo?
I have not.
It is a sight to behold.
In a good way or in a New York Gordon's Fisherman way?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad, though.
Yeah.
I have not yet seen this.
I'm going to bring that up, and I'm just going to get your opinion of this. Now, the Seattle Seahawks, do you really think they needed a logo change? They had a great logo. They have a great logo.
I don't see what's wrong with it. Yeah, this one just looks like it's just a. For one, it looks like it's just a front-facing view of the one they had.
Yeah,
and it just a far less, angry, fearsome bird and more of just kind of a really annoyed one. Not this again.
Yeah, I mean, the logo, the original logo was cool. I mean, look at it; it's close up. Like that's one pissed off seagull.
Right. Well. What exactly were you expecting? Yeah, they photoshopped it on Crying Jordan. Of course they did.
Of course.
There's always one of those.
No Twitter response is complete without the Crying Jordan.
Really isn't.
But yeah, I mean, this is what I looked at. You've seen Sam the Eagle from the Muppet Show.
Oh my God, I totally see it. I totally see it.
People were having a blast with this. It reminds me of when the Chargers moved to L.A., and they put out their logo, remember?
And it looked like the L.A. Dodgers screwing the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Well, I wasn't going to put it in that such brash word
what can
usage.
I say? I'm a brash man, hair hunk.
But that was kind of funny because L.A. Dodgers, they did take to Twitter and say, just for the record, us and the Tampa Bay Lightning, we're just friends.
I love it.
In Tampa Bay, did they respond back by something like,
"You said you'd call"? I love that. That was just the greatest thing.
What did we do with it before Twitter?
I don't know, but what did we do in the days before, before we couldn't anthropomorphize our team logos and such?
We were talking about vitamin D, and somebody on our Facebook Live, Kimmy, she says, there's another vitamin D that can mess you up for 9 months. I know what the D stands for. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, our listeners are the best, aren't they?
Comparing it to Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
Oh my God, that is perfect. I'm not sure if I like that one better or the Muppet guy. I think the Muppet guy probably looks more like him, but man, that is good.
Yeah,
that is really good.
Yeah, I mean, don't change it. Come on, Seattle. Go back to your original logo. If it's not broken, don't fix it. What logos should be changed? I know. Probably the Redskins logo, the Kansas City Chiefs logo, the Buccaneer, all the
But give us a call and tell us which ones. 810-259-9789. We'll be back.
They happen when we least expect them.
Even though I don't need to, I'm still trying to hit the brakes and where they're supposed to be.
No, absolutely.
Because they are going to have to be there when we start, when we leave here and it's just on autopilot.
What time do you want to come out of the top with the picks?
Should we? What do you think?
Give us time. We know we won't have to. We'll find some filler if we need something at the end.
Throughout acres of beautiful lakes, wetlands, and woods.
Valid point, sir.
Brought to you by Deja Blue.
Fill the air. Where the work of renowned artists color the galleries and museums.
I agree, Kimmy. I like the Redskins logo. But there's certain people out there that aren't a big fan of it. Or the whole name to begin with.
Spend a few days enjoying the
Chicago Blackhawks, the Cleveland Indians.
The joy of discovery is
but
your trip begins.
But then there's some logos that just, like the Colorado Avalanche. That logo just sucks.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how
Hey,
I
Dorothy's
became
watching.
I've always
Hey, baby.
been kind of a computer geek.
Oh,
and I
Lord.
found a way
You gotta
to
see
use
this.
skills to help the
What do I gotta
We're in a
see?
break, so I can. No, I'm just gonna show them the studio here. Here's the board that we're working with, and there's Sean. And you got this big screen over here.
I created a program where I work with the homeless.
One thing that bums me out of this board is I can't turn up I turn up the bass to like 11. You know how I roll.
Yeah.
They're not being into EQ stuff.
Yeah, you do like the. And we got a window. Look at that. It's
I know it's like we're in the Today Show or something, man.
Yeah.
They can't see it on the YouTube.
No, because and then there's us on YouTube.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve
Someone
financial
good show, guys.
So
Is
I
that?
don't just wear the shirt.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I think that's Paul.
Advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org.
We have
Thanks,
a fan.
Dad.
We have a fan.
Aw.
The Tom Sumner Program.
He's our only fan, but he's a
There
fan.
for a new generation.
Oh, wait till Randy from South Carolina
Armchair
finds out he missed this.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
AM to noon.
He is just gonna be kicking himself.
And simulcast on WFOV 92.1 FM in Flint.
I like this little thing. It's a nice little sturdy stand. I have a stand like this.
For a new
It's
generation.
more plastic than.
I'm Julie Lopez with Crime Stoppers. Have you ever wondered what to do if you have information about a crime or the whereabouts of a felony fugitive and you want the police to know but you need to remain anonymous? Well, here's what you can do. You can go to p3tips.com or download the mobile app, or you can go to our
Yeah.
Facebook page, Crime Stoppers.
Let's sped it up a little more than I would have liked it
Leave
to.
an anonymous tip tab on the left-hand side of the screen.
Micro
Or
machines.
you can call 1-800-422.
You see something? Say something. Write 'em out.
And people think I friggin' sound like John Machine.
1-800-444-RAT.
Remember,
Yes.
voice matters.
Swiftlet Technology is a Flint-based engineering
Dano!
services company focused on helping you design
love
technical
Dano, man.
solutions to your
He did send me an
needs.
email. I need to
We offer
get
prototype
respond back to that and send put that in a
services
folder
to
for
help you evaluate your idea, or workforce augmentation to help you
Yeah,
get your
Dan
idea.
is, as the nickname
Specializing
suggests,
in
the
electronics
man.
and software.
Dan the man.
Our team is ready to help you figure out what
Dano.
to do, and then help
You
you
know,
build
pretty
it.
much helped us
Find out
build
more.
SolidStateRadio.net, which that's the website you're going to need to go to starting Monday. We're changing things again because we like to confuse our listeners and alienate them, because that's really the mission of the Armchair Athletes, if you haven't noticed.
We're like the A-Team. If you can find us, you can listen to us.
If you can find them,
And you
you
can
too
afford
can
us.
listen to the Armchair Athletes. I have to have that music somewhere, don't I?
Oh, somewhere. If not, I'll look it up on.
Right.
Oh yeah, you want to see my
Get a little more of you on
face?
there. The less of me and the more of you on this thing.
You look fine. I look like I like glow in the dark. It's like, thank you very much. I'm Adam the albino.
Is dedicated to helping individuals.
I can't go out in the snow. People lose me.
We can help with all stages of podcast production, including content.
That doesn't
development,
surprise me. I'm pretty sure we're the
recording,
whitest people in the
editing,
studio by a
producing, and
long
marketing.
shot, man.
Whatever your goal or purpose.
You know what? I don't want to wish any harm on anybody, but I want to see a car accident like right out front.
And then we can cover it live on the YouTube feed. No, the Armchair Athletes don't condone car crashes or accidents happening out in front of the studio.
Yeah, we are right by the bus stop. That's kind of cool.
Right? Yeah, there is that. We got that going for us, which is nice.
Yeah, I gotta shave again. I do this thing where like I'll shave and then I grow it out, shave, grow it out.
Legal fees.
Shaving 2 days in a row.
Nothing kills a
It's
buzz
not.
like getting pulled
That's not
over
how I
for
roll.
driving, because buzz driving is drug driving.
Yeah, no
Brought to you
kid.
by the National Highway Traffic
Shaving
Safety
more than once a month doesn't seem to be how it grows for you.
It's martini time.
Indeed.
It's martini time. That's right.
Welcome to Happy Hour. It's the Armchair Athletes on WFOV 92.1 FM, Our Voices Radio. If you want to get a hold of us, you can do that at 810-259-9789, 810-259-9789.
By Jove, I think he's got it.
It's all right. I'm going to forget what our new number is by next week. 664, what was it? 664 wings? That's
9736.
Something
667-9736. I can't. It's been 20 years since I've had to say that phone number.
Right. Well, you remembered it last night when you were 5 shots in to jam night. Yeah, we were celebrating Adam's birthday last night. What are you now, like 60 or something? You're almost old Tom
61.
Sumner.
61, yeah.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
No, yeah, it's crazy. Have you seen the ticket prices for the Red Wings game?
For which Red Wings game?
Just about any of them. The marquee games. I mean,
I'm scared.
I'm going to bring this up here because I was quite frustrated. I mean, a new building, I get it. You got a mortgage now.
I don't assume I'm going to find anything for less than $100. Am I right on this?
Close, 80, but we're talking like middle of the week, non-marquee game, nosebleeds,
Jesus.
80. Yeah, we're talking. I was looking at it. Let's see, I'm reading this from SB Nation, winging it in Motown. Red Wings single game ticket price increase will price many fans out of the game, and they're not wrong. Monday.
Are we getting to the point where it's going to be like Toronto and the Maple Leafs, where you're going to have to take out a second mortgage on your house just to be able to buy tickets?
I hope not.
Game?
I hope not, especially since a lot of Detroit money was going into building that damn thing.
And then they didn't hire the enough. They were supposed to meet certain requirements of hiring so many Detroit residents as part of the conditions of getting all that tax breaks and whatnot, and then they didn't.
Yeah. I think that, if you're buying through Ticketmaster and you use a Detroit zip code, which I realize there'd be a way to scam that, you should be able to get a discount. I mean, you're already paying for the damn thing. But
right.
I mean, it's like looking for tickets through Ticketmaster.com. You'll notice a trend. Some games have remained reasonably priced. Usually, games taking place during the week against an opponent. Well, define reasonable, because I was looking on, against Arizona Coyotes or even the Calgary Flames. But some games, like the season opener, weekend matchups, or any of the games against the Toronto Maple Leafs, have had costs skyrocket specifically for the upper bowl. Take a look at the aforementioned matchups. I can understand some prices increases for games with young stars or hyped matches like the season opener. However, prices haven't just been increased; they've been driven through the roof. With tickets starting, I got somebody trying to call me while I'm doing. Starting at $150 for nosebleed seats to watch Austin Matthews through a portable telescope on a Friday night, or see Sidney Crosby giving the refs an Oscar-worthy dramatic monologue during New Year's Eve game. Okay, I get that, but I was looking it up, and I just picked a game at random. It was like a Wednesday against Minnesota or something like that. And it was like, upper bowl was like $75, $80.
Are you kidding me?
I am not. I mean, they're going to have to adjust that, especially since, the prices are on the upswing and the team's on the downswing. Something's not right here. Something smells fishy. They're going to have to fix that. I mean, I understand it's a state-of-the-art facility. It's beautiful. It's going to be... all the teams, NBA teams, NHL teams are going to be looking at this as, it's going to set the standard, but come on. I mean, remember the fans, okay? Tigers, they at least understand it.
Yeah, clearly, because you can get, for the price of a draft beer, you can get 2 tickets to a game right now.
Yep. The beer prices still haven't gone down, but that's not going to happen. They want to get you in there to buy the beer, to buy the T-shirt, the ball cap, the cotton candy, the peanuts, and the Cracker Jacks, and
However the rest of that song goes.
Yeah, something like that. But they're gonna price some people right out of there. So hopefully they get that. I'm still gonna go. I got my matchup picked out. I'm hoping to go there March 8th when they take on the Vegas Golden Knights in their first ever appearance at the Joe. I think they play in
They're
Vegas.
Playing who that night?
The Vegas Golden Knights. I know they didn't like our name, the Vegas Golden Showers, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Right.
So we got the picks coming up here in a little bit, and we would love to get your input on that. 810-259-9789, 810-259-9789.
Yeah, we got to come up with some prizes here coming up, I think.
Yeah.
Especially once we get settled into the new place, once we've broken it in sufficiently.
Yeah.
Get one person on every Friday, or whatever day we're going to do this, because, we're going to miss every week the Thursday night game, but we might just do it regardless.
Yeah, we can just do those picks alone on a Thursday, on our Thursday show. But yeah,
I'm thinking this year, like I wanted to do last year, but we didn't get prizes until well into the NFL season. Have a listener pick along with us.
We have Mike Shireen from After Dark Fantasies piping in, saying he'll give us some prizes. There we go.
I don't want to know what kind
This
of
one's
prizes-
dishwasher safe.
But you're not going to want to put anything else in your dishwasher ever again after you do that. Just
No, I've been to his store over in Sanford. He's got a nice a store that's actually deserving of the term boutique, because you go to some places that
it's not just it's not in the back of a truck stop somewhere.
No, it's
what was it? Is it Richmond or whatever?
No, they've done a he and his wife Tina, they've done a nice job classing up the place. He plays in a band with me, Four Walls, as my side project to the band I play with you, and Dial Tone. Thank you for that. Thank you.
No problem. I do what I can.
But I went and checked out his store last year, right around this time, and really nice, really very interesting wares that they're selling. But they've done a nice job.
I'm amazed at the way you managed to skirt around that.
Yeah, I'm a professional.
You're a far.
I can't say that with a straight face.
Wait, you professional? Yeah,
I know,
about
right?
that.
Yeah. So we got the news coming up here in a couple minutes, and then the picks. We're going to go ahead and give our expertise when it comes to the NFL.
Yeah,
our
expertise. That's what we'll call it.
Because we are geniuses when it comes to the picks. We're almost never wrong. I picked Kansas City.
How are you saying all this with a straight face right now?
I'm still hungover. No,
okay, well
I picked Kansas City last night. No, I did not. That game still surprises me that they not only did they come back and win, but they won decisively.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I mean Tom Brady. I mean maybe he's injured, but you can't really blame everything on the quarterback. A high-scoring game, you start to look at New England's defense, saying, what gives. But, like I said at the top of the show, you don't jump off the bandwagon yet, New England Patriot fans. It's just week one. You can go 15-1 and have a great season, and, make sure you take the Super Bowl ring away from everybody else, just like you always do every time you're in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So what else we got going on?
That's the major stuff. Do we want to do a... I'm sure we're going to talk a Florida man story at some point after the top of the hour, because
I hope
when
so.
do we not?
I hope so. I love those stories because you find some good ones. You find some really golden nuggets of stupidity that are out there. And they're always from Florida. My favorite one so far was the guy got pissed off at a Wendy's and decided to drive up to the drive-thru and throw an alligator in. That was...
Well, yeah. Who hasn't, gotten angry at a fast food place and just thrown a live gator into a window? I mean, I do it all the time.
I'm going to throw something at this person that screwed up my Frosty and my double with cheese. And what else? What do I have in here? Can I throw my Hank Williams CD? No, I can't throw that. How about my can of PBR? No, I'm not going to throw that. That's almost full. Come here, Betsy. Come here. Come here, alligator. God, there's got to be video of that on YouTube. We're going to have to look that up, because to see that happen, somebody step aside and see this alligator come through the window. The alligator's going to be like, something smells good in here. What's going on, folks? And then, of course, something else you can find on YouTube is a little clip that we had, Pooh Bear.
Oh, boy. That was a day, man.
That was a simple story. Guy running a gambling ring, his dry cleaners, and we had our friend Reverend Denny Four Names with us, and the story took a weird hop.
Yeah, that got weird in a hurry. That's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely did.
As this show occasionally does. What I'm amazed hasn't actually made it to the website yet. The commercial thing we did with Brother Stone and us with the Sarah McLachlan song.
Oh yeah, we gotta find that. That's got to get up there.
That has to. There's no way it doesn't, man. Because that was probably still stands. I think as one of my favorite bits we ever did on this radio show.
How did that go again? I was like, what were we talking about? I know that we brought up the Sarah McLachlan song
because we were talking about the move, and taking up a fund for sponsors or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah. You can be a sponsor of the Armchair Athletes. Give us a holler on our Facebook page, The Armchair Athletes.
Back after the news. Hurricane Irma leaves Caribbean residents reeling. I'm Sean Cantwell. Deadly Hurricane Irma scraped Cuba's northern coast Friday on a course towards Florida, leaving in its wake a ravaged string of Caribbean resort islands strewn with splintered lumber, corrugated metal, and broken concrete. The death toll stood at 22 and was expected to rise as rescuers had reached some of the hardest hit areas. And a new danger lay on the horizon to the east. Hurricane Jose, a Category 4 storm with 150-mile-per-hour winds that could punish some of the devastated areas all over again this weekend. Irma weakened from a Category 5 to a still fearsome Category 4 on Friday morning with winds of 155 miles per hour. The hurricane smashed homes, schools, roads, stores, and boats on Wednesday and Thursday as it rolled over islands including St. Martin, St. Bart's, St. Thomas, Antigua, and Barbuda. One of the most powerful earthquakes ever to strike Mexico has hit off its southern coast, killing at least 15 people, toppling houses and businesses, and sending panicked people into the streets more than 650 miles away. The U.S. Geological Survey said the earthquake hit off Chiapas State near the Guatemalan border with a magnitude of 8.1, slightly stronger than the magnitude 8 quake of 1985 that killed thousands and devastated large parts of Mexico City. National Civil Defense Chief Luis Felipe Puente told Televisa that at least 15 people had died. Police shot a man who wielded a knife and tried to get into a Miami airport terminal from a runway on Thursday night, prompting the closure of a busy concourse as travelers tried to leave Florida ahead of Hurricane Irma, authorities said. Miami-Dade Police Director Juan Perez said the unidentified suspect entered a restricted area on the tarmac where the airplanes come in. One of the sergeants that responded observed a man on the tarmac. The gentleman fled into a room allegedly armed with a knife, Perez told reporters during a news conference. The man tried to leave the room and get back into the terminal through the ceiling, police said. President Trump's eldest son cast his meeting with a Russian lawyer last year as simply an opportunity to learn about Hillary Clinton's fitness, character, or qualifications, insisting Thursday to said investigators behind closed doors that he did not collude with Russia to hurt her campaign against his father. Donald Trump Jr.'s description of the June 2016 meeting in Trump Tower in New York, delivered in a statement at the outset of a Senate panel staff interview, provided his most detailed account yet of an encounter that has drawn close scrutiny from Congress and special counsel Robert Mueller. South Korea is closely watching North Korea over the possibility that it may launch another intercontinental ballistic missile as soon as Saturday when it celebrates its founding anniversary. Seoul's Unification Ministry spokeswoman Eugene Lee said Friday that Pyongyang could potentially conduct its next ICBM test this weekend or around October 10th, another North Korean holiday marking the founding of its ruling party. North Korea has previously marked key dates with displays of military power, but now its tests appear to be driven by the need to improve missile capabilities. The North is just coming off its sixth and most powerful nuclear test to date on Sunday, when it claimed was the detonation of a thermonuclear weapon built for its ICBMs. In local news, the state is requiring that the city's chief legal officer certify in writing that legal fees charged by attorneys for two former emergency managers are reasonable. Frederick Heaton, legal advisor to the state treasurer and chairman of the Flint Receivership Transition Advisory Board, told interim city attorney Angela Wheeler of the requirement if the city wants reimbursement of the expenses in a letter dated June 19th. City and state officials have been in discussion since at least late last year about legal costs related to the water crisis and how much the state will reimburse the city for those expenses, including attorney fees from former emergency managers Jerry Ambrose and Darnell Early, each of whom have been charged with crimes. There is no court order barring Flint police from discussing efforts to recall Mayor Karen Weaver, city records show, but police say they're being directed not to discuss the agency's investigation into the mayoral recall. According to the city's response to a FOIA request filed by the Flint Journal in light of statements earlier this week from police spokesperson Tyrone Booth, citing a court order prohibiting the department from commenting on the mayoral recall, Flint has no record of such a gag order. On Thursday, Deputy Chief Devon Bernritter explained that the department is under a direction from the Genesee County Prosecutor's Office to remain mum on the criminal investigation into whether petitioners tricked residents into signing to recall the city's mayor. Florida woman admits stealing... No, that's not the one we're going to do. Oh, here we go. Florida man admits ripping off luxury retailers from Miami prison cell. That sounds like a better one for us. That story in the forecast in 60 seconds. WFOV News Time is 5:04.
I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been
and neither one of those are actually the story I had queued up.
To use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard
I'll save that one for
computer
Monday.
skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes
I'm
a
not
huge
like
difference
trying
in people's
to
lives.
get my bearings about me
Living United
for.
Way, I created a program
Yeah.
where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what Living United feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Jimmy Sabatino admits he's addicted to the con, even from behind bars. Sabatino, who has been in and out of jail his entire adult life, pleaded guilty yet again in Miami federal court on Friday, this time for using cell phones purchased from corrections officers to run a racket that involved duping luxury retailers and fencing high-priced goods through pawn shops. The store owners were led to believe their fancy jewels, watches, and handbags would be loaned for placement in music videos shot in Miami. Instead, one New York City jewelry store owner reported to FBI agents that the business was swindled out of $700,000 worth of jewelry. Among the millions in goods Sabatino was accused of ripping off from his jail cell. Sabatino kept some of the illicit profits for himself, but gave a piece to an associate of the Gambino crime family, according to his plea agreement. He also directed a co-conspirator to harm or kill others involved in his jailhouse caper. Flint weather for today. Partly sunny with a high of 63, mostly clear tonight with a low of 40. Sunny for Saturday with a high of 65 and a low of 42. Sunny for Sunday with a high of 68 and a low around 45. Currently in Flint, you're at 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies. And now you're up to date. The Armchair Athletes continue next. I'm Sean Cantwell, WFOV News.
You know what that means, boys and girls?
What's that?
You know what that means, boys and girls?
Yeah, no kidding.
It has been.
We're not live, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Now we're live. It has been a long time since we heard that music.
Indeed it has. I feel like that means something important, but I'll be damned if I can remember what it is.
I know what it is. I know.
Yes, Adam.
NFL picks.
Yes, it's that time of the year, that time of the season again. Week 1 of NFL picks getting underway. All right, we'll start with Thursday. The Chiefs taking on the Patriots. Adam, who you got?
Chiefs and Patriots. I'm gonna go rogue. I'm gonna say the Chiefs. Yeah, you got me too. I'm looking on the list that I got here. I was like, I don't see that damn game anywhere. Where the hell?
I think we'll save the Lions for last.
Okay, yeah.
Make them wait for our decisions on that.
And this is not just he and I. If you want to chime in,
yeah, let's get a caller in on this.
810-259-9789. You know, and I don't even.
Or if you're watching on Facebook Live, whichever.
Yeah, if you want to get on Facebook
Live,
it's
working. I did see the demonstration of earlier. So.
Okay, so it still rings. It's ringing. Okay, if somebody calls, all right. So let's go.
We'll start with for real this time.
For real this time.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Miami Dolphins sometime in Week 11.
I'm going to pick Irma.
Yes, I think I will take Irma. I'll take Irma. Actually, I'll take Jose on this one.
Oh, Jose.
I think Jose might hit too.
Yeah.
So on to real games here.
Okay.
The Jets and the Bills. That game at Buffalo, one of the few games this year in which the Bills might actually be favored. The Jets swept the Bills last season, though. We go to Adam on the pick.
I'm thinking home field advantage is going to kick in for them. I think both teams are not exactly what you consider stellar. I think home field advantage is going to be the tip of the scale. So give me the Buffalo Bills.
You got two teams here. They're just absolute debacles all the way all around. The Bills shipped off Sammy Watkins. They shipped Ronald Darby out of town. And Sheldon Richardson was traded to the Seahawks from the Jets. I mean, both these rosters are rather decimated. Both teams in rebuilding mode right now. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, though. Give me the Bills. Give me LaShawn McCoy. Give me the Bills on this one. Probably the only time I may actually say that this year.
Yeah, something about Buffalo, because they do this with the Sabres also. I mean, I know I can't blame the whole city, but as soon as they get a really good player, they ship them off. Hell, like Ryan Miller, hello? I mean, probably one of the best goalies you've had in your team's history. That wasn't Dominic Hasek, and you ship him off. Bravo! How's that working out for you, Sabres? Okay, next
Very
game.
well, clearly.
Yeah, next game.
Atlanta Falcons taking on the Bears in Chicago.
Atlanta Falcons coming off Super Bowl loss, but they still made the Super Bowl.
They still made the Super Bowl. They still got Natty Ice. They still got all the important stuff.
They got Natty Ice.
Matty Ice.
Woohoo.
Matt Ryan. And Chicago, well, could they be any worse than they were last year? They no longer have Jay Cutler or Brian Hoyer.
When Jay Cutler doesn't want to be in your team.
No kidding. Instead, they've signed Mike Glennon. That's your starter, Mike Glennon for the Bears. Mitch Trubisky kind of pounding at the door a bit too, but that's only because, come on, Mike Glennon.
Right.
We go to Adam on the pick.
Give me the Falcons. The Dirty Birds, as Denny calls them.
Is there really any... I'd like to hear the case for Chicago. Like, I can't see it. And Trubisky knows, and Mike Glennon knows that Trubisky's kind of pounding on the door there, and they haven't gotten nearly enough done in the offseason to possibly hang. Give me the Falcons.
All right, next game, Baltimore Ravens against the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's going to be quite the matchup. Bengals bracing for Flacco and Ravens. The Bengals did some stuff in the offseason, went and drafted Joe Mixon. Joe Flacco is expected to start after missing the entire preseason with a back injury. The Ravens will also now have Brashad Perriman and Danny Woodhead back in the lineup. Meanwhile, Vontaze Burfict and Pac-Man Jones are both suspended for the Bengals, and John Ross, the new rookie receiver for the Bengals, out with a knee injury. We go to Adam on the pick.
Just with the injuries and the walking wounded and Flacco's back, give me the Ravens.
Interesting note, though. Cincinnati hasn't lost to Baltimore at home since 2011. And it's really going to be, I mean, this is Flacco's first action really since that injury that sidelined him for the entire preseason.
He's going to be cold. It's not going to be a blowout. He is coming in cold, but I still think he's going to get the job done.
I mean, it's quite something here. You also have to keep in mind, John Urschel, the center for a long time for the Ravens, retired first day of training camp. They're expected to have Marshall Yanda at right guard and Ryan Stanley at left tackle, but that remains to be seen. And they picked up Jeremy Maclin offseason. I am going to go ahead and say, though, give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals on this one. Give me Mixon. Give me Andy Dalton and all the toys he's got at his disposal right now.
Good, because I was beginning to think that we're going to agree on every pick. That would have been boring.
I know, that wouldn't be much of a show there now, would it? All right.
The big marquee matchup.
The big matchup of the week. The Cleveland Browns at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Deshaun Kaiser throws his first pass against the Steelers this coming Sunday. That's your latest quarterback of the future number 17 of at least the last 5 years. We go to Adam on the pick.
Well, I'm no dummy. Mama didn't raise no fool. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And as much as I'd love to be the contrarian here and, no, really, they have a chance this year. They're so they could really. I can't even get through that sentence with a straight face. Give me the Steelers.
Well, it's kind of funny because we were ragging on the Cleveland Browns last season for giving away tickets for $5. Fast forward to here, it's like, oh, I can see it now. I guess that's not bad.
Right. Cut the Browns a little bit of a break here. All right.
The Cleveland Browns, though, $10, we'll let you play.
No kidding. At this point, 15 and we'll let you start a quarterback. We move on to this Sunday, NRG Stadium. The Texans are back in town, and they're opening up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We go to Adam on the pick.
Think I'm going to have to go Houston on this one.
I'm going to say this much. It's not a matchup of particularly great teams. Houston's putting all its eggs in the what the hell's his the Tom Savage basket, and the guy who's a career backup and was not particularly great at that anyway. Jacksonville actually made some decent pickups in the offseason. Leonard Fournette, they picked him up. Cam Robinson and Dede Westbrook by the draft. But you still got Blake Bortles under center. even though that guy probably should be demoted. I don't want to go with the Texans here, but I'm really given no choice. Give me the Texans. I think we finish off the 1 o'clock games here with on Sunday at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, the Tennessee Titans taking on the Oakland Raiders. A matchup of quarterbacks playing their first meaningful game since they both had season-ending injuries last year on Christmas Eve. Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr going at it for the first time playing for the first time since then. We go to Adam on the pick.
Gonna have to say Oakland. I'm gonna have to take Oakland on this one.
Must you make me go and agree with you on pretty much every pick this time around? Because with Derek Carr back, that offense looks a lot better than it did. And nothing against Marcus Mariota at all. The only downside I can see, Khalil Mack is injured, knee injury. He didn't practice this week. They might not have him. Amari Cooper might be out as well. But I still gotta go with the Raiders.
All right,
and we're already up against a break, man.
This nonstop action. I need a break.
I know. We'll finish off. We'll finish off the 1 o'clock games and get into the rest coming up here in just a moment. As the Armchair Athletes, stick around.
Gardening and orange barrels. Those road construction orange barrels serve a very important purpose. They are a reminder to slow down in work zone areas for the safety of your family and the road
go back to this music too.
Regrettably, a few years ago, we lost a Genesee County Road Commission worker who was killed when a driver was speeding through the work zone.
If I want to do this to the Fox, but
to slow down,
because I have 10 minutes of both.
The Genesee County Road Commission asks that you please slow down in work zone
if you want to do that, kind of break it up a bit.
Whether you are driving on the expressway or on local roads. Road construction orange barrels are an important reminder to slow down while the road crew team works to improve the condition of the roads for your safe travel. Also,
what if we could get a dry erase board in the studio
is committed to
that we can kind of jot down what topics we're going to cover?
Yeah, we can do that.
Or we can just get a notepad, but I like the idea of having a dry erase board so we can look at it. When you're looking over here, what are you looking at?
From the Genesee County Road Commission.
What clock are you going by?
Visit GCRC.
For what? You were looking over here for
the one on Paul's thing there.
The Flip Podcasting Company is dedicated to helping individuals, businesses, and startups tell their stories through podcasts.
They're probably both the same, but that one has countdown to the second, and that one does not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Although Atomic Clock is probably what I should go off of, but yeah,
that'll give you the idea. But then you can look up here and
flintpodcasting.com.
When I have the studio set up and can actually bring up my clock on here, that'll make my life so much easier.
Area families to enroll together for the 2017-2018 school year. Reinforce to your child the importance of a high-quality education by enrolling early at Flint Community Schools. To enroll, visit the administration building at 923 East Kersley Street in Flint, which is open year-round. For more information or for answers to common questions, visit flintschools.org or call 810-760-1000.
Hey, Russell Wilson here, and I know how important exercise is.
Oh, here we go.
We play 60.
Let's go right into that.
In the NFL, helping kids stay active and play at least 60 minutes a day.
Oh, Galladay's questionable.
What this place needs is you to donate or volunteer. Go to United Way.
That kind of worries me a little bit.
Because great things happen when we live united. Are you guys going to do that every time? Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
The Tom Sumner Program. Old-fashioned radio for a new generation.
This is Tom Sumner, and you're listening to Armchair Athletes. Catch the Tom Sumner Program weekdays from 9 a.m. to noon on TomSumnerProgram.com and simulcast on WFOV 92.1 FM in Flint.
The Tom Sumner Program. Old-fashioned radio for a new generation.
Oh, he's out with an ankle. Ouch.
I'm Julie Lopez with Crime Stoppers. Have you ever wondered what to do if you have information about a crime or the whereabouts of a felony fugitive, and you want the police to know, but you need to remain anonymous? Well, here's what you can do.
This is like a 40-second ad originally that I had to compress down to 30.
Crime Stoppers of Flint and Genesee County, and click on the Leave an Anonymous tip tab on the left-hand side of the screen. Or you
because
can
that's the only way it would fit.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Who's watching? And if your information
Karen Cartier.
Oh, nice. What's going on?
Thank you for helping make a safe.
Oh, the bus is here.
Remember,
sweet. I think it means it's time for us to go.
Our bus is here. We gotta go. Thanks for joining us.
It's a short bus, but you know.
I use front.
You know what I haven't used yet today, and I really should.
Workforce augmentation.
Any of the Mitch Gill stuff.
Oh,
specializing in electronics and software. Our team is ready to help you figure out.
Hi, Joey.
And then help you build it. Find out more.
Joey too.
Oh, nice. My family is half of our audience.
Cool.
Well, my cousin and her
It's
kids.
Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the Armchair Athletes with Sean and Adam, the best representation of fake radio. I used to be on real radio, and I know this is seriously fake.
Pipe down, Mitch.
Who's on fake radio now?
Hey.
We're on FM Afternoon Drive, just saying. What station are you at, Gil? That's what I thought. Anyway, it's the Armchair Athletes. 810-259-9789, but we are in the middle of the picks. We're back at it. The last 1 o'clock game on Sunday. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Redskins at FedEx Field. This ought to be something. Both teams think they're in competition for something. The Eagles picked up LeGarrette Blount in the offseason, and Alshon Jeffrey, and Torrey Smith to join Zach Ertz, who's been their tight end, who had 70-plus catches each of the last 2 seasons. Meanwhile, Kirk Cousins, or Kurt, if you're Dan Snyder and Bruce Arians, has now Terrell Pryor and Josh Doxson to throw to, and Jamison Crowder instead of Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon. We go to Adam on the pick.
Maybe it's because I was vacationing in Washington, D.C. this spring. Had a great time. Maybe I'm just homesick, vacation sick for that place. Give me the Redskin potatoes.
Yeah, have fun with that. Your big threat on that team if he's healthy.
Yeah.
If.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it looks like he will be healthy to begin the season. Jordan Reed. But there's nothing else on that team that like particularly scares me if I'm Carson Wentz and the Eagles. Give me Philly. We move on to the 4 o'clock games. There's only a couple of those this week. The Indianapolis Colts and the season opener in L.A. taking on the Rams.
The Rams.
Both of them missing some players. The Rams will be without defensive tackle Aaron Donald, and the Colts will be without Andrew Luck. We go to Adam on the pick.
If Luck was in the lineup, I would go Indianapolis, but without him, it's a crapshoot. I'm gonna have to go with the L.A. Rams.
It's kind of hard not to. In the offseason, the Rams added at least a couple good offensive weapons. They went and picked up. They're the team that picked up Sammy Watkins from the Bills. And then it doesn't exactly help the Colts case that Vontae Davis is down and Ryan Kelly's out. I gotta go with the Rams here. There's really no way you can't. And now this ought to be interesting. And by interesting, I mean I think I should probably ready the dial tone for it. The Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, boy. Can San Francisco do any worse than they did last season? Let's find out.
Well, let's find out. They still have Blake Bortles and whatever the hell's got them, just stumbled through most of last year. We go to Adam on the pick.
I just think they're still in a downward spiral from last season. I think, which is not saying anything about Carolina, but
actually, I take that back. By the way, no, it's Brian Hoyer who's starting for the Niners.
I'm going to have to go with the Panthers. Give me Carolina Panthers.
There's not a whole lot to really talk up with the Niners. I mean, the best thing you did in the offseason, Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, probably one of the best they picked up in the offseason, and then Brian Hoyer again, whatever. But even so, give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers all day, every day. Up next for the third straight year, the New York Football Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys at the Jerry Dome. We go to Adam on the pick.
That one is going to... There's two matchups on here that are going to be really, really good. This is one of them. New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to have to go New York. Give me the G-Men.
Now, here's the... on one hand, I can see how you might come to that conclusion. But at the same point in time, we don't know if Odell Beckham Jr. is going to play Sunday yet. He's been questionable all week, and he's been spotted since riding a stationary bike and jogging, but not participating in practice. He, of course, injured his left ankle in the preseason. There's still no indication as to whether he'll be back. Meanwhile, Ezekiel Elliott, I don't know how this exactly works.
Why does that name sound so familiar? I've seemed to have been hearing that name a lot lately.
I can't imagine what he could have been doing in the offseason to warrant that.
Oh, I have no idea.
But somehow, his suspension has been upheld, but he still gets to play Sunday night. Now, while you're trying to explain to me how that works, give me the Cowboys. Because I am confused. How in this universe or any other does that make any sense whatsoever? Yeah, we're going to make you serve the suspension, but we'll let you play this week. Just like, does it work like baseball now, where you can just appeal indefinitely and then
they just
keep playing in the meantime? I wasn't aware that this is how it worked. Apparently, I'm getting an education about the NFL here.
Yeah.
Monday night, we got two games on Monday night. Adrian Peterson's homecoming as the Saints come to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. We go to Adam on the pick.
That's gonna. I'm thinking, as much as I would like to see Minnesota knock out the New Orleans Saints, I'm gonna have to go New Orleans. Give me the Saints.
It's kind of hard to argue with that. I mean, Peterson's going to be kind of a big factor there, and that's a backfield that already had Mark Ingram, who rushed for 1,000 yards, and drafted Alvin Kamara in the third round. This is not a team to mess around with for sure. Give me the Saints on this one. And finally, the San Diego Chargers. No, I'm sorry, the LA Chargers now.
LA Chargers, excuse you.
Taking on the Denver Broncos. I don't remember. Like 20 teams moved to LA in the offseason. I can't be expected to remember all of them.
It's the LA Titans versus the LA 49ers.
So the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Los Angeles Broncos.
Coming off a big win against the Los Angeles Packers.
And thoroughly obliterating the Detroit Lions, the one team LA would take.
The Lions is like, we'd like to announce our intention to move to LA. LA's like, no thanks, we're good. Browns, you stay right where you're at.
Yeah, this is going to be some interesting matchup here. Keenan Allen for the Chargers making his return from a knee injury that kept him out much last year. New head coaches on both sides. Vance Joseph starting with the Broncos after Gary Kubiak retired last year. And Anthony Lynn making his debut for the Chargers. We go to Adam on the pick.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. I don't think LA's. I think they're gonna be adrift in a sea of non-complacency. I don't know what I've just said.
I'm
just picking big words.
I'm a little bit better, I think, at using the big words because I actually know what they mean. As such, Trevor Siemian starting for the Broncos after beating out Paxton Lynch in training camp because he got injured during an exhibition game. Brock Osweiler, his backup, may God have mercy on us all. that said, I think I've got to go with. I'm gonna actually go against you on this one. Give me the Chargers.
All right.
Them's the picks.
No, we got one more.
We do.
Seattle versus Green Bay.
Is this for next Thursday?
I'm looking at. Oh, damn.
It's got to be because. Oh yeah, Seattle and Green Bay. How did I miss that one? Real quick, we got 15 seconds before the news. We go to Adam on the pick.
Give me Green Bay.
Oh, give me Seattle.
There's the picks.
There's the picks. Headlines are next. Good afternoon. These are your sports headlines. Kareem Hunt, after fumbling on his first NFL carry, scored 3 times and set an NFL mark in a 42-27 stunner Thursday night to open the NFL season. Hunt's 246 yards in his pro debut were a record since the 1970 merger. Alex Smith threw 2 long touchdown passes and became the first QB with 300-plus yards, 4 TDs, and no interceptions against coach Bill Belichick. The 42 points were the most the Patriots have allowed in Belichick's 17-plus seasons. Tigers back in action tonight, taking on the Blue Jays in Toronto. And that's sports. I'm Sean Campbell. More of the Armchair Athletes coming up next. Stick around. That's our awesome theme music. Wow, we've gotten 2.5 hours through this thing already. That's amazing.
It goes by quick.
It does.
Just saying ratings were down for that game.
Which game? The opener last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody thought that the Chiefs had a chance. I know.
Yeah, but still, you have the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, it's also a Thursday night, too. The Thursday night games have always been kind of low rated.
Were they looking at doing away with it?
They were talking about doing away with it. I think it'd be a good idea for them to do so.
The river and its ecosystem provide unlimited recreational opportunities.
I'm going to have more bumper music for Monday. I started doing it today.
Did you?
Yeah. Because otherwise these like 5 songs that we use are going to get real old real quick.
Learn more at FlintRiver.org. Or call the Flint
when I can start firing them
River
from the CD player like I was doing, I think we'll debut all that stuff.
Swiftlet Technologies is a Flint-based engineering services company focused on helping you design a technical solution to your business needs. We offer prototype and proof of concept services to help you evaluate your idea.
Brian Herrick picks Jack and Honey, apparently. I'm not inclined to disagree with him. You're totally coming out to see us tomorrow night, right?
Figure out what to build, and
Just
then help
saying.
you build it. Find out more at swiftlet.com.
Up at Cheers.
Summertime, golf, boating, gardening, and orange barrels. Those road construction orange barrels serve a very important purpose. They are a reminder to slow down in work zone areas for the safety of your family and the road crew workers. Regrettably, a few years ago, we lost a Genesee County Road Commission worker who was killed when a driver was speeding through the work zone and did not heed the signs to slow down. The Genesee County Road Commission asks that you please slow down
Some
in
good
work zone
reactions
areas
on the
every time you see orange
post
barrels,
today of where
whether
we're
you are
going to
driving on the
be. Nick
expressway
Cotton liked
or on
us.
local
Doug
roads.
from
Road
fucking
construction orange
Axis.
barrels are an
Who I'm
important
going to see
reminder
next
slow down
weekend.
while
That should be
the road
fun.
crew team works to improve the condition of the roads for your safe travels. Also, please report a pothole. GCRC is committed to fixing each.
What are we coming back with? We should
once
probably
they
figure that out
receive a
too.
report of the location.
I think I want to touch on the Flint Firebirds a little bit more about the roster coming up.
I see. Did we talk about them at all yet today?
We talked about the games coming up.
This message is a community service reminder from the Genesee
I
County Road
downloaded their
Commission. For more information,
the app.
visit
It doesn't work.
GCRC.org.
I can't
Are you
the
looking
Flint,
for a
the
way
Flint
to share
Firebirds
your
app.
story? Well,
I
Flint
can't seem to.
Podcasting Company is dedicated to helping individuals, businesses, and startups tell their stories through podcasts. We can help with all stages of podcast production, including content development, recording, editing, producing, and marketing. Whatever your goal or purpose, we can help. More information at flintpodcasting.com or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/flintpodcasting.
Discoveries.
See what else I
They happen
missed in the
when we least
news.
expect them in places we thought we knew. And discoveries have a way of teaching us a little more about ourselves along the way. Welcome
Oh wow,
to
Connor
Flint,
Hicks is not
Genesee
even on the
County.
lineup.
We're up north,
What the hell
east
are
down
they
south. Home to
Did he sign with
Michigan's
somebody?
largest county park system and a vibrant culture.
damn good question.
A place filled with discoveries.
Want to Google it real quick?
Throughout acres of beautiful
want to keep this up.
wetlands,
I'll
and
see what I
woods,
can do.
Okay,
and
I'll just take it.
diversity beyond.
I got it.
Where the uplifting melodies of gospel
that's where
choirs
you're from.
fill the air.
Loop there real quick. What's up?
Where the work of renowned artists color
So
the
singer
galleries
Gentry
and
dies in New
museums.
Jersey helicopter crash.
Fresh
I
fruits
saw
and
that.
vegetables at the downtown farmers market.
Thankfully,
awaken us,
Gentry is in Montgomery,
and
not
where
as
the
in
cultural center of
Gentry.
planetarium broaden our view of the world. Let's
That's
spend a
crazy,
few
though.
days enjoying the wonders of Flint and Genesee County, where the joy of discovery is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at Michigan.org.
This is wannabe comedian Mitch Gill. I like to be funny. These guys look funny. It's Sean and Adam, the Armchair
Shut up,
Athletes.
Mitch! You rolled right over your...
I did.
It's the Armchair Athletes broadcasting live on WFOV 92.1 FM, Our Voices Radio. Thank you for joining us. The last half hour, the last 25 minutes.
Indeed, we need to get Mitch in studio at some point so we can insult him in person again.
Yeah, he just...
Well, for me, the first time, because I missed the first time he was here.
Yeah, stand-up comedian Mitch Gill. He has a comedy club that takes place once a month over in Cairo. And
That thriving metropolis of Cairo.
We had him in studio, and he's a blast. We do need to get him into our new studio,
digs.
our new digs.
Absolutely.
He's got a new show. He's got a comedy show.
September 22nd.
22nd, yeah.
And I'm going to be in town now for that because my drinking trip in Columbus got moved up by a week.
Very cool.
So I now get to be here for that, which means I might have to go and heckle Mitch Gill in person.
Yeah, he'll like that.
Well, good.
Yeah. So I'm going through the and I apologize, I haven't put the pop filter back on the microphone, so you're going to be... It's going to be all kinds of a mess. I was looking through the Flint Firebirds roster, some glaring omissions. I mean, obviously, Cole Sherwood. We figured after the breakout season that he had and that Columbus Blue Jackets were going to hold on to him, and it sounds like he's going to be with their AHL affiliate, which is the Erie Monsters, I believe.
Lake Erie Monsters, I think?
Lake Erie Monsters, I think that is the affiliate.
For which team?
For the Columbus Blue Jackets.
I thought it was another. It is Cleveland, isn't it? I believe. I didn't think is Lake Erie in the AHL? Yeah, I do think you're right.
Yeah,
yeah, because I think it's in state. I do know that much.
Right. Cleveland Monsters. I don't know, but I'm looking through, and so I'm excited to see some names returning, like Ryan Moore, Ty Dellandrea. Now, here's a guy that has been getting a lot of press lately.
Cleveland Monsters, I was right.
Cleveland Monsters. Okay, so yeah, Cole Sherwood, he's going to be staying with them to the point where they've given his number to somebody else. He's not on the roster for the Flint Firebirds. They've given his number 92 to Ethan Keppen, left winger from Whitby, Ontario. I was talking for a second there about who was I talking about? Oh yeah, Ty Dellandrea. He's expected to go in the NHL draft this coming June. So good luck to him in this upcoming season. But I'm looking at the goaltenders. Garrett Forrest is there from last year. But where's Connor Hicks? Connor Hicks, he had some moments of doing very well, and he's not listed. And I did a Google search on him, and I came up on EliteProspects.com, and he's still listed as part of the Flint Firebirds for the 2017-2018 season. So, I mean, what gives? Is there something we don't know about? I know that he had he was invited to the development camp for 1 year. He was with the Detroit Red Wings. This past year, I can't remember. I want to say Dallas. I want to say he was there for Dallas. I'm going to have to look that up because it's going to be a bummer not seeing him in there. Oh, never mind. Here it is. Firebirds Hicks signs with Calgary Flames ECHL affiliate. That would that would explain that.
Well, yeah, there had to be a reason for for him to not be on the roster this year. Figured it was because he'd gotten signed by somebody.
Well, I don't know, because Elite Prospects, which apparently they have their finger on the pulse of what's going on, had him listed still as part of the Firebirds. But yeah, it looks like he's on his way up, and rightfully so. I mean, he had a fairly decent season. I mean, yeah, the Firebirds lost in the first round of the OHL playoffs, but it was against Sioux Ste. Marie, and the Greyhounds. That is a tough team. So you can't really blame them for that. But yeah, let me see if I can bring that roster back up. They still need to. They got some good defensemen still. Hakan Nielsen, Dennis Busby. We're gonna see a lot more of him. They need to pad up their defense. They only have 6 defensemen listed. They're going to use them each and every night. I don't think this roster is up to date. I'm going from the FlintFirebirds.com roster. I have a feeling they're going to be adding some here and there.
We're back, apparently, according to the comments we're getting on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's...
We're back.
I didn't realize we left.
We've been here. So that's the Flint Firebirds. They're going to be opening up their season. What did we say? It was oh my God, I just looked at it. Anyway, they're going to be playing against the Ottawa 67s, and good luck to the Firebirds this season. I'm going to check out a couple of games. I think we're going to take Dorothy and her kids, because I don't know if I've ever mentioned that my girlfriend has a few kids.
You've never mentioned your small army of children. What was it, like 25 now?
No, something like that. We're going to... I want to take them to see the Kitchener Rangers on October 15th. That's a Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock puck drop. I figured that'd be a nice day to take the kids. A couple of the kids had never been to a hockey game. I took them to see the inaugural game against the Saginaw Spirits.
Nice.
Flint Firebirds' first game came out with a shootout win. It was an exciting game. The kids really dug that. That was the game that I was telling you that Zach, at this time he was like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
He saw a puck go into the stands. I said, yeah, if you catch the puck, you get to keep it. He thought it happened like at the end of every play. So he's like, I didn't get a puck.
What, you got him thinking this is like baseball or something?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, the goalie just tosses the puck at the end, out to the kids in the stands at the end of the period. That's totally how this works.
Yeah, well, in the warm-ups they do that, but yeah, and then they saw a fight. They saw a hockey fight, and they couldn't take their eyes off the ice at that point.
Oh, sure.
I was worried about them getting bored, but sure enough, yeah, there was. I think Ryan Moore got into a scrap with somebody in Saginaw, and against somebody in Saginaw, and next thing you know, every time the whistle stopped the play, there was like a little bit of a scrum. It's like, oh, they're there. There's another fight. There we go.
Nice.
But to take a kid to a sporting event like that, something that the first time, it's kind of reminds you how cool a sporting event can be, especially when it's your favorite sport and you're introducing it to a whole new audience.
Right.
We forgot to do the Arizona-Detroit pick.
Well, in that case, without further ado...
Drink.
We can take this outside, Hasselhoff.
The supplemental pick. We forgot, of all the teams, we forgot the Arizona Cardinals versus...
your Detroit Football Lions. We go to Adam on the pick.
As much as I always seem to want to root for the Lions, I'm still going to be rooting for the Lions. Don't get me wrong, folks. But I'm going to have to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
And, of course, there's another pick that I can't even disagree with them on because I'm not taking the Lions. You know what? I'm going to be at the game on Sunday. I don't know if I mentioned that.
That's going to be a good game. I mean, it is going to be a good game.
It is going to be a good game to watch. Screw it.
Do we want to go...
Give me the Lions.
With this game, do we want to try to guess the score?
Oh, that's just not even fair. Do we want to do that?
I'm going to say right now that the Cardinals are going to win 21-14.
I'm going to say Lions 28-21. think it's going to be a higher scoring affair than that.
Find out after Sunday, on Monday, find out who was right, who was wrong.
Find out when we, for the first time ever, do a Monday edition of the Armchair Athletes Football Hangover Edition. And I'm sure it's going to be a hangover for at least one of us because I'm going to need to drink to get through that game.
He's going to have a few $9.25 beers.
And then go over and get some Tigers tickets for like $3.25.
Bring in returnables. Get Tiger tickets.
There you go. If I take back enough empty cans, I'll be able to get Tiger tickets for the whole family. Yeah, and a bag of empties at home, cashed it in, got season tickets for the Tigers next year. It's a pretty sweet deal, really. I feel like I might have paid a little bit too much, though.
Yeah, I gave a homeless guy $1. He gave me a ticket right behind the dugout. It was awesome.
It's funny because it's kind of sort of true at this point. I mean, not necessarily about the homeless guy. I mean, yeah, I guess that could totally be true, too, but...
Yep.
That just shows you just how much the team has fallen in the last couple weeks that we're talking about tickets going down to single digits and low single digits at that with that team. We'll be back to wrap this thing up here in just a moment. It's the Armchair Athletes, 810-259-9789. The Armchair Athletes on WFOV 92.1, Our Voices Radio. We'll see you in 5.
God damn, we're sexy.
Yeah, about that. You were the most pasty white dude I've ever seen.
I know. And I got some
and you
sun
can at
this
least
summer.
kind of sort of see me on camera. You, it's just a white, like a blur up in here.
I know. Man, I need to get some. It's that Irish blood.
Right? It's because we didn't drink before the show.
That's right. Yeah. And that usually brings a little color to the skin.
Yes, it does.
Hi, Scarlett. Hi, Harley.
Oh, she's got the kids listening to the show?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Now we gotta watch our language. Tap the screen to focus.
Yeah, it's not even that the screen is blurry per se.
No, it's actually quite crisp. I like the look of my jersey.
The view is actually awesome. Move a little left. How about there? Is that left enough, you think, Paul?
No, that looks good. I like that.
I do too. There's a reason why he's always on Facebook Live. The picture is always trained directly on him.
Yeah, I think I'm gorgeous.
He does. No, seriously. You should hear him just talk about how great he looks all the time on this show.
Yep.
It's a wonder we ever talk about anything else.
That's why I was hired for this job. Eye candy. Shut up.
Would it be appropriate to play a dial tone right now?
Right through the commercial. Somebody's listening on their way home. What is that all about?
Right? Wouldn't be the first time I've done that.
Or it could be you. Studies show that
So they were able to re-sign Robbie Russo.
What is... I hear in the background this... strings,
yeah.
It's like we're at the Academy Awards and they're playing the Wrap It Up music.
They're trying to get us to shut up, yeah. Because nothing's playing here.
It's not on that, no.
Oh, it's the obituaries.
Oh, because the TV, that's what...
Okay, yeah.
That seems just weird that they do that.
She can see her. She says she loved you. I love you too, Scarlett. But I can't see you, honey. Are they watching on YouTube or Facebook?
I'm assuming they're watching on Facebook because that's where your girlfriend is posting from.
No, because I think they're also... No, I guess if she's trying to yell at this phone. You're probably right. It's probably through Facebook.
I have my moments, sir. Let's sneak one more GCRC in here.
Hey, Denny.
All right.
What are we coming back with? I'm gonna just touch on the Robbie Russo thing.
Do we somehow? Oh, it's because I didn't go to break till 46. That's why everything's up. No, because that's when I'm supposed to go to break. Is it? No. All I know is I loaded 5 minutes of spots, and I think I went to commercial break a couple minutes early. Or a couple minutes late, rather. So it's because I'm trying to do it on the fly. When I have the automation set up in the studio come Monday, it'll be timed a little bit better.
It'll be all right. Broke early. We broke early. 48.
Okay, that's what it was.
Or on local roads. Road construction orange barrels are
Because we were going at 16 and 44. Usually come back at 48. Yeah.
Also,
see what I did now. What I did there.
See what you did there? Yeah. Jack it up.
Well, we got about 30 seconds till we're back live.
For more information, visit gcrc.org.
It's $10,012. Please drive around.
10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Jack Daniels.
Well, of course, we gotta still close off at least the Friday shows with this.
Oh yeah.
It only feels right, man. And I can still do things like this.
Jack Daniels.
It's the Armchair Athletes closing out the week. A one-day week. Feels weird to say closing out the week. It's a Friday afternoon, but we're going to be doing this 5 days a week. Starting next week, we're going to be on Monday through Friday doing this here every night from 3 until 6. Our apologies in advance.
Right here on 92.1 WFOV, Our Voices Radio, and we're going to be streaming live soon through ArmchairAthletesRadio.com.
Yeah, keep it posted to Armchair Athlete. Does anything exist on ArmchairAthletesRadio.com yet, sir?
I put it to AshleyMadison.com, so, you know.
Sweet. So Rachel can go to the website and have an affair while she's waiting for us to stream. There you go. I like the way you think there, buddy. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And we got a nice full lineup of stuff coming up tonight as well. When we get off the air, DJ Diamond with, what is the show called? Troy Tower Radio or something at 6 o'clock. Immediately after we get off the air, that's 7 o'clock. Flint Folks Fridays and Fly Size Showcase, the podcast at 8 o'clock. Jack Frost at 9, and the Best of the Tom Sumner program at some point after that. Yes, there's actually good enough from the Tom Sumner program to be considered best of. Which I know, crazy, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised you just say, well, just listen to the news portion of it.
Yeah, just listen to the first 5 minutes of the show, and then you can feel free to turn it on until the next top of the hour, you know. And then we'll apparently be repeating at some point, I believe starting Monday, like how we do with the Mirror Programming with Tom's show. We'll be on from 3 to 6 a.m. too. No, I'm not getting up that early to do another show at 3 a.m., mind you. But that will be playing in the overnights.
So if you're sobering up from a night at the bar, or if you're getting up for to work a very early shift, you can tune in.
And remember what drove you to drink in the first place. The Armchair Athletes.
Big thanks to Paul for helping us out, put all this together, letting us invade his space for this show. Yeah. We're going to be in our new place, downtown Lapeer, starting Monday in the Lyric Mall. Come by and say hi. We don't have any security. We don't need it.
Oh, come on over. We probably need it because I'm sure there's people that are going to want to
beat the hell out of us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There's just a few people who already want to take this outside, but. Be that as it may, you can stop in. wave at us. I mean, we kind of had the Today Show thing going here with the outdoor studio, the view out onto University Avenue here.
Right outside the bus stop. I thought that was very interesting. People to wave at people, and they wave back. I mean, with all 5 fingers. I mean, I thought that was awesome.
Right. You can't beat that. It's kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. We've actually made it to the end of this thing just about, man. I don't know how we did it.
We always doubt ourselves at the beginning of the show, and yet we still pull it out. We do a great job.
But you know what we haven't done yet today?
What?
And it doesn't feel like the Armchair Athletes yet until we've done this. A Florida man story.
Do it.
From Loretta, Florida, there is never a good location to encounter the business end of a law enforcement canine. Getting shut inside a closet with one of them, however, might be one of the worst. That's what happened to 30-year-old Brian Prescott on Thursday, August 30th, when he tried to hide from the tactical anti-crime team at a home in Loretta, or Florida. I'm not sure. Loretta, Florida? How's that work? The TAC team learned that Prescott, who had an active warrant for grand theft, was at the home and went to make the arrest. They saw Prescott through a window, but he ran to a bedroom and refused to come out. Since there was a large amount of ammo visible both outside and inside the residence, the team secured the perimeter and called in a deputy and his partner, a Belgian Malinois? Not Malinois? A dog. A Belgian dog of some sort. The team had given Prescott multiple warnings that Remco was on the way, but got no answer. Once the deputy arrived, he gave several warnings that Remco would be coming in, but got no answer. Remco was sent into the room and alerted on a closed closet door. Yet another warning was given. Before Tomlin could get to the door to open it, Remco used his snout to push his way inside and latched onto Prescott's lower leg. And that's when the closet door got knocked shut. Prescott wouldn't or couldn't open the door, forcing Tomlin to kick it in. Prescott was still resisting and had to be forcibly pulled out of the closet. He continued to resist efforts to place him in handcuffs despite Remco's continued persuasion, it says.
7 minutes in heaven with Puppy.
After he was in custody while waiting on EMS treatment and a ride to the hospital, Prescott said he had heard the multiple warnings but thought Tomlin was bluffing and that they would leave if he didn't come out. As it turns out, no, they really weren't bluffing.
No, they sent the dog in and, yeah. And bad enough, you get shut in the closet with his dog. There's no...
Right?
The dog's thinking, this is the best day of my life. I got him all to myself. Nobody's pulling me off of him. He tastes good.
Yeah, the dog was just absolute heaven, just... Sweet. I got lunch today.
You're mine now, boy.
Oh, that's
funny.
Oh, Florida, what are we gonna do with you? Well, really, I guess right now it's not what are we gonna do with you? It's what's Hurricane Irma gonna do with you? But
and Jose's batting cleanup.
Indeed. Speaking of Jose's batting cleanup, he probably would be the worst option for the Tigers in that spot right now. I gotta believe the lineups are in for this game. Let me see if I can find those real quick before we go off the air. We got about 2.5 minutes until Trio Tower Radio comes on here at the top of the hour. Buck Farmer of the 7.18 ERA up against the ace, quote unquote, of the Blue Jays staff, Marcus Stroman. Let's see the lineups. Kinsler hitting leadoff. Jeimer Candelario at third, batting at second, batting third, and playing. What position is Castellanos playing? It doesn't. Oh, he's playing in the outfield. He's playing right field. Batting cleanup, John Hicks, Mikey Montauk at fifth, James McCann sixth, and nothing but crippling depression afterwards. That about sums it up, really.
Oh boy.
Yeesh, it's gonna be rough. No wonder they're selling tickets for less than $5 a piece right now. Let's get an update on that. That's what we should get an update on before we go off the air.
How much?
How much can I get tickets for Oh, well, it's the Blue Jays, so I'm not gonna be able to get for tonight's game. But let's see, how cheap can we get some tickets for Tiger baseball?
For $20, you can bat seventh.
They'll let you pitch for $25. Actually, at this point, they'll pay you $25 to pitch. Because you can't do worse than what we're running out there as it is. So you might as well, let's see, Detroit, the next game is September 14th at Chicago. Let's view the tickets on this bad boy. Tickets for Thursday afternoon at the Chicago White Sox taking on the Tigers at Comerica starting at $6.
Go to the game.
Might as well. What else you got to do?
Especially if you've never been to a baseball game, get out there and do it. It's a good night out.
Yeah, really, what else? What better do you have to do other than perhaps listening to us?
Well, yeah.
And we're a lot less. We're probably more expensive than $6, though.
Yeah, we're at least $8.50.
At least. No, we need to make it, I think, an even $9 so we can afford one of those draft beers at the games. But that's going to about do it for us. We'll be back Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock. It's the Armchair Athletes. Where's that music?
There it is.
Trio Tower Radio with DJ Diamond coming up at the top of the hour on WFOV 92.1 LP FM Flint, Our Voices Radio. See ya!